Hey guys, my name is Mario for Cost Spirit and welcome to the channel. So as you can see, I'm in Hollywood, the Halloween spirit. I'll just give you guys a quick look at my decorations. It's not much, but you know, it's a little bit to get you in the spirit. I went to the apple orchard today, bought my pumpkin, so I like supporting stuff like that. It's good for the community and all that. So yeah. So anyway, so to get to the video, I just want to talk about like my last video that I made. I had one commentator say to me that this is pretty much a reply video to that commentator there, and it's also in a sense sort of like a part 2 to my last video. So this commentator left me a message saying, he or she says that he or she swears pretty much every second word, and they're saying that, you know, you could be enlightened and still use vulgar language every second word, right? So I guess no matter where you are, no matter who you're interacting with, no matter what, you could drop F-bombs or any other vulgar language, and it means you're an enlightened being, right? So that person there spoke about the vibration of the word. He goes, that doesn't matter, the vibration of the word, you know, and certain that, and it said that he or she said that it doesn't bring you down. I mean, it's fine if you're using that word to say, like, to give an example of something, but it's one thing when it's your language. Now, a low vibration word, it's not so much the vibration of the word that's important here. It is the vibration that's inside of you. Words are, in a sense, a physical expression of your thoughts and feelings. So if you're using a low vibration word, that means the energy inside you is low, right? There's a difference between the F word and I love you, okay? One's negative, one is positive. Yeah, you have people that will use words like that word there. They may not be angry, but they'll use it anyways. The energy is still a negative energy. If I use the word hate, even though I'm not upset, but I use the word hate, the word hate is a negative energy word, right? What it does, it attracts the negative energy, as well as your beingness, your physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, subconscious, understands that it's a negative vibration, so it will respond to that negative vibration. It may not be huge, but it will still respond to that negative vibration. So if you are to ascend to your divine beingness, to the highest level that you can be, that means there could be no darkness within your being, no negative energy, no sadness, no pain, no sorrow, no diseases, no colds, no breaking ankles. That is what true ascension means. It means heaven on earth. Okay, so the language we use is very important. I heard the other day that the kids today have problems reading. I understand why. If you look at all the darkness that's around these kids, no wonder they have problems reading. Okay, I remember the spiritual group that I am a part of. We have a channeler there, right? So if you're aware or not, I'm not aware of channelers. You got two kinds of channelers. You got some channelers that will channel information from heaven, from the spirit world, and pass this on. You have other channelers that their spirits will leave their bodies, and another spirit will enter their body. The channeler that was part of my group, he was one of those channelers where his spirit would leave his body, and another spirit would enter his body. The spirit that entered his body, his name was Isaac Sparrow, and in his past life he was a Sioux shaman. Now, in our group meetings, we used to record all the group meetings, but this group where it used to be held was in Buffalo, New York. I live 2 hours away here in Canada, so I was not always able to get there. But the one time I did go there, the one woman that would like host these group meetings, she gave me a bunch of recordings that they had done when I wasn't there. So the one day I was listening to the recordings, and I could hear the people in the group, their language just started to drop, right? So started to become a low vibration kind of language. And I remember, I was like to myself, I'm like, well, that's kind of odd, right? Then I remember hearing Isaac Sparrow stepping up and saying, making a comment on that. And the one woman, she says she realized that, and she goes, yeah, she understood, and she started speaking more appropriate to a higher level of vibration. Now, this woman here, she was at the level of enlightenment where she wasn't even using her earth name anymore. She was using her spiritual name. And even she got caught up where she was using a lower vibration language, where Isaac Sparrow, which is pretty much heaven speaking to you, right? That's a spirit that has no veils. We have veils that keep things away from our consciousness. He had no veil, so you are speaking to heaven, okay? So you don't get much higher than that. So if he makes a note of the way that they were talking and brings it to their attention, then there is something there. If you use low vibration language, somehow your body will respond to that, and you're not going to ascend to where you need to be, right? So very important. Watch your language. And in speaking of that, I remember one time, it was about 10 years ago or whatever, and this one girl was talking to another woman, and this woman was a psychologist. And this girl, she was in high school, and she's saying that there was this boy in high school that she hated, right? And to me, I was like, right away, I was like, that's a very low vibration word. It's a very negative word to use. It's not good for her health, right? And the psychologist says, well, that's okay to use that word. So I didn't really say anything. It wasn't appropriate for me to say anything. But for me, I don't use that kind of language. To me, I traded hate for I don't enjoy, okay? If you look, I don't know anybody, well, I don't know everybody on the planet, but I'd be very surprised that there is anybody on this planet that enjoys all foods on this planet from all cultures, okay? So I would bet that there are some foods that you don't enjoy, okay? There's not a whole bunch of negative energy around that. It's just that some foods you enjoy and some foods you don't. It's not a big deal. So it's the same thing when we're interacting with other people. If that person behaves in a negative fashion, right? Instead of hating that person, especially if they're people that have done some pretty bad things, instead of hating that person, you're better off just saying to yourself, I don't enjoy that experience. That experience is inappropriate, it is unhealthy, and that's not how I choose to live my life. That way there, you hold no negative energy inside you. You're using discernment, not hate, not judgment, to make your decision. That commentator there that says he or she swears every second word, you know what I mean? I don't hold judgment to that individual there, but the chances of us interacting at a social level is highly unlikely. But there is no judgment. There is no hate. There is no dark energy. It's just I don't find it appropriate. I don't believe that language is appropriate. I don't think it's healthy to use that language in front of children. To me, it's child abuse. It is an inappropriate language, and I'm just not going to interact with those kinds of people. So, and that's very important because, like I said in my past video, people are using this like it's a normal language. I mean, If I had children, hey, I would have a bubble around those children, and it'd be a bubble of divine energy. I'd be very conscious of who I allow my children to interact with. The last thing I need is them to pick this kind of language up, this low level of language, and really mess with their subconscious, right? So, anyways, at the end of the day, remember the language you use, it is a representation of your thoughts and feelings. And there are some words are positive words, some words are negative words. If you use positive words, it's going to help you evolve. It's going to help you grow. If you're using negative words, it's just going to slow you down. So I'm going to leave it there. I'll be obviously doing more videos before Halloween, but you know, happy Halloween, and we'll see you next video. Goodbye.